Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News today at 6 starts now.
Another family coming forward with questions about where their loved one is really buried. The ongoing confusion at a Detroit cemetery.
And Wayne County is making house calls, the new effort to get vaccines to a vulnerable part of our population.
And taking a look outside this morning, already much warmer than this time yesterday, about 30 degrees warmer. And it'll definitely start feeling like summer today, although we do have a little rain in the forecast.
Good morning, everybody. It is 6 o'clock here on your Sunday morning. I'm Nick Monticelli.
And I'm Grant Herms. Thanks for joining us here this morning at Local 4 News today. So yesterday, Nick, I don't know about you, but I was outside for most of the afternoon because it was so nice.
Yeah, it was until the rain moved in, and then it went away again, then it was back again, and it was a very on and off kind of day. But I hear, Andrew, today is going to be a much different kind of day.
That's right. We have some higher temperatures than yesterday, and we're already feeling it right now. As you may remember, Grant and Nick, we had temperatures that were in the 20s to around the freezing mark at this time yesterday, but right now we have milder conditions. Still cool outside with temps in the 50s and low 60s, but it warms up nicely later on this afternoon. Now, those on and off sprinkles that we had yesterday afternoon, fortunately, those moved away quickly. There are a couple of leftover sprinkles closer to I-69. I think a lot of those fade later this morning, paving the way for partly to mostly sunny skies later today, and temperatures simply soaring up to around 80 degrees or more by this afternoon, approaching the record of 85, which was last set back in 2018. We're looking at 66 right now for our friends in Lapeer. This is a far cry from where temperatures were just 24 hours ago. 59 in Sandusky. Remember, we had temperatures in the 20s yesterday. It's 66 over at City Airport. Looking cloudy for now, mostly cloudy skies over at Metro, and we have a temperature currently of 62. Still a little breezy as well, but those breezes are bringing in that warmer air. Highs later today continue to soar up to around 80 degrees or a bit more. Then they tail off, of course, during the night. But where do they go from here tomorrow? More on that and more persistent rain on the way for this week. Your 7-day forecast is minutes away.
Andrew, thank you. Developing out of Wisconsin this morning, a shooting at a Green Bay casino leaves 3 people dead, including the shooter. Sheriff's deputies say it happened just before 7:30 last night. 2 people were killed and a third was seriously injured before deputies shot and killed the suspected gunman. Deputies call the shooting a targeted attack. The casino is closed until further notice. We are seeing more confusion at a Detroit cemetery. Another family is demanding answers on where their loved one is actually buried.
The family says each time they've asked, they've been told their mother is buried in a different spot in the cemetery. It's the second time Local 4 is hearing about concerns at the Guestmain Cemetery. We told you Friday about a family that had exhumed a body to move it to a different cemetery, but found 4 bodies inside the burial plot. The cemetery is on Gratiot near Connor on the city's east side. Larry Spruill was there and is hearing from a concerned family and the city.
A local man says his mother was buried here at Gethsemane Cemetery on Detroit's east side, but he is not sure exactly where her body is located. He said he reached out to the former company for years, but has gotten the runaround. He saw our story on Friday, reached out to us on Saturday, hoping he can also get some answers.
We supposedly bought a plot here, and my mother's supposed to be buried here in 2018.
Michael Wilson says he's still not sure if that's the case. His 50-year-old mother, Lori Wilson, died from surgery complications in 2018. He said he paid for his mother to be buried here in Gethsemane Cemetery on the Detroit's east side. He said he believes she's here, but he doesn't know exactly where because he never saw her body placed in the ground.
We asked them to see pictures of it or pictures of her casket, and we never got any answers or anything.
Wilson says in 2018, the former company who operated the cemetery told his family they were backed up in burials and suggested another date for the ceremony. But when they came back, they claimed they already buried her. And since then, he got the runaround. Now he's not sure what the truth is.
When we first came out there, they directed us to another spot, and it was like right in front of, it was ahead of that. And all of a sudden, they pushed it all the way back. I honestly don't think she's right there.
He has more questions now after watching our original report on Local 4 on Friday involving another family and their loved one here at the same cemetery.
I seen another story, airing last night, and I was, trying to get in touch. You know, I would like to see it with my own eyes.
I did reach out to the city of Detroit, but it was after hours and on the weekend. But a spokesperson for the city did reach back out to me. He says that they are not aware of this situation, but they do want to reach out to the family to hopefully help them get some answers. Reporting on Detroit's east side, Larry Spruill, Local 4.
Well, now to the coronavirus. For the fourth straight week, Michigan leads the country in case rates.
Yeah, that's right. But the numbers are trending down, which is a positive sign. The state added more than 3,400 new cases of the virus. Another 131 have died. 98 of those come from a review of vital records. As for vaccinations, 50% of eligible Michiganders have received at least one dose. Last week, Governor Whitmer announced Michigan must reach 55% to trigger the first phase of her reopening plan.
The state says the vaccination number may actually be higher because of snowbirds. They're asking people who spend the winter in other states and come back to Michigan for the spring and summer to report their vaccinations. Michigan Medicine is asking patients to report their vaccination through their patient portal account. You can submit an image of your vaccination card online. They're also asking people who may have gone down to Ohio to get a shot to report that too. We have more information on how to do that on clickondetroit.com.
Wayne County is now offering in-home vaccinations for people who are homebound. It's part of the county's plan to increase vaccine access to people who want to get vaccinated but can't make it to one of the clinics. The program is open to Wayne County residents who are 16 and older. Those who are homebound say this is the news they have been waiting for.
Some of the homebound may be facing end-of-life issues, and so it could be the last time these adult children or friends of these folks get a chance to see them. There's a lot of people, you know, in the city of Detroit that don't have transportation and are poorest populations that really do need someone. Maybe they don't have any support system.
Now we have a lot more information on this program and how you can schedule an appointment on our website at clickondetroit.com.
2 Detroit men are arrested in Washington state for stealing the IDs of 12 people and then going on a pricey shopping spree. Police say the men used counterfeit IDs to purchase a $64,000 Dodge Challenger. They're also accused of buying several high-end items at malls by opening credit lines in the victims' names. Police identified one of the suspects after he used his own cell phone number while shopping. Both men were arrested on numerous charges. Police found counterfeit IDs and several new iPhones and Apple Watches inside their vehicle. Well, seniors at the University of Michigan celebrated their graduation through a virtual ceremony.
Yeah, graduates were allowed to experience the virtual commencement from the stands at the Big House, but friends and family could not come. The commencement speaker was human rights leader and founder of the Equal Justice Initiative, Brian Stevenson.
We do have a lot more, though, coming up for you this morning on Local 4 News Today.
Let's check in with Andrew Humphrey now. Andrew, the rest of the weekend sounds like today might be a really great day.
That's right, for a change, right? We had some cold weather yesterday, but it turned into a lovely spring day, even with some sprinkles that were around. Today, it feels like summer. More on your temperatures and some much needed rain in your 7-day forecast coming right up.